All right, welcome back. You're still watching Game On the News Central TV. It's time to go straight to the world of football. Why we are basking on the euphoria of what the Super Eagles have been able to achieve in the last few days in football in Africa. The Super Falcons of Nigeria, there's a kind of an issue surrounding the Super Falcons with coaching, with reports coming out this morning that Coach Randy Waldrum had resigned his position as head coach of the Super Falcons of Nigeria, made the headlines after, guiding the team to the Paris 2024 Olympics. But the Nigerian Football Federation has clarified through, of course, a tabloid, of course, talking about footballlive.ng, saying that, Randy Waldrum's claim is not the true situation of things. And I read the Nigerian Football Federation has clarified recent claims concerning the status of senior women's national team head coach Randy Waldrum. Now, contrary to rumors of a resignation on Friday morning, the NFF confirms that Coach Waldrum's contract had expired following the conclusion of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Now, during his almost 4-year reign as Falcons head coach, Waldrum guided the Super Falcons to the round of 16 at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup and broke a 60-year drought by qualifying the team for the Olympics. Now, with Waldrum's contract now concluded following the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, the NFF is making strategic plans to appoint a new head coach for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Right, we have joining us this evening a women football expert, also former media officer of the Falcons, and Bella Ikioma joins us this evening. Isabella, good evening to you and welcome to Game On. I mean, you look stunning this evening, and of course, at the moment, there's fire on the mountain to some, but I would like to know your thoughts on what happened this morning up until this evening, Waldrum resigning, and later on, we're hearing that, it's not resignation, rather, his contract had expired, so there was no case of resigning when there was not even an existing contract.
Yes, I was quite surprised this morning when I read that he has resigned, because from what I gathered before now, that his contract actually expired after Paris 2024, that is after the Super Falcons crashed out of the Paris Olympics. So I was quite surprised when I heard that he resigned, because I know he doesn't have a contract. But what I did was I had to, further, make some calls to clarify specifically if what actually happened. And I confirmed that actually his contract expired after Paris 2024. So that means he doesn't have any contract. And then he also cited health reasons of his wife's health issues and all that. I don't know why that one had to come out dated actually yesterday, being 12th of September. That's the letter dated, and I was quite surprised. But then the thing is, he is no longer the coach of the Super Falcons. The NFF are shopping for a new coach for the team. So while every other person is being optimistic and very eager to know who will actually replace Randy Waldrum as the coach of the Super Falcons.
All right, Isabella, there seems to be a trend. I mean, if you've observed the NFF, this recent board in the last few weeks or last few months, they tend to, delay in making announcements or making statements, and they allow themselves to be dragged before coming out to respond. Don't you think that, after the contract ended, there should have been a statement of, we are looking for a coach, or this is the situation of things, instead of allowing, issues like this fly out to the media, and then it becomes, a kind of an embarrassment when you look at how things were handled. Don't you think things should have been done better, better in terms of arrangement, announcement, and, the media aspect of the NFF?
Immediately after Paris 2024, after the Super Falcons crashed out, what could have been done was just to tell everybody, release it to the media, that the Super Falcons coach is no longer assigned to Nigeria, that he is now a free person. He's free to take on another coaching job, and that there is vacancy in that position. But they didn't do that. I don't know why they actually had to allow that to filter out to the media, and it comes out wrongly, because in a media group that I was part of before then, I heard reliably that his contract will expire after Paris 2024, and that was what happened. I don't know why they had to wait that long, to try and defend. Because right now, Randy Waldrum had to write that letter. That was yesterday, and they now had to debunk clarify that that wasn't the actual situation. This should have been done earlier than now. It should have been done, let me say, tops a week after Paris 2024. Just come out, tell the media there is vacancy here in this Super Falcons top job. The coach Randy Waldrum is no longer with us. We thank him for his services and all that and all that. That should have been what they could have done, but they didn't do that. And right now they are clarifying things. This is not what should have been should have come first. That is like putting the cart before the horse. So this is something that they should have done earlier. But I hope maybe going forward that the media department of the NFF will do better.
All right, Isabella, let's move away from there and quickly go straight to the Falconets. They were knocked out of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in a manner that, 2-1 loss, not an embarrassing scoreline, but a lot of persons expected more from the Falconets, especially with players from the Flamingos graduating into the Under-20 side. Christopher Danjuma seemed to have been there for a long time, but a lot of persons have not seen, really much on the international scene, especially the World Cup when it comes to the Falconets. Your take on Nigeria's outstar from the Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup?
The truth is that I was expecting them to move further than the round of 16. I wasn't even expecting them to even crash at the quarterfinal stage. Why I'm saying this is that they have the crop of players that can go all the way to the finals. The players like Chamaka or Okuchukwu, they have Ajakaye from the Flamingos, they have Flourish Sebastian, they also have Morin. They have a lot of good players coming into this thing. And these players are players who know what it takes to be at this very stage. Some of them came from the Flamingos, then to the Falconets. And then Coach Christopher Danjuma, initially, he played some of the players out of positions. And then when he now played them rightly, that was when we defeated Venezuela by 4-0. And then yesterday's game, I was quite disappointed. I didn't like the bite that it gave me in that game because I was up there up to 2 a.m. I had to watch through the link despite the glitches and all that. I was being hopeful that they could have gone all the way to at least defeat Japan, but it wasn't meant to be. The Japanese were a very tactical side. They were more compact, and they never underrated the Falconets. And that was just what happened. You know, the goal that they scored, it was just towards the dying minutes of the game. I think it's the 91st minute. That was when they scored that one goal. I expected them to do more. And as it is now, Coach Christopher Danjuma has been with the team for a long time. Well, if you ask me, I think there should be a change of hands in that very position. And then we have the players. I just want some progression. Some of these players from the Falconets, let them move from the Falconets to the Super Falcons. We have the players for that. And I hope maybe whoever that is going to take over from Christopher Danjuma will bring in this crop of players. Don't just let them to go, just go there and all that. Let them come together and then maybe move to the senior team.
All right, thank you very much, Isabella Ikioma, for your quality time. We hope that all these issues will be resolved. We'll have a coach for the Super Falcons and, of course, have a very good, platform structure in terms of integrating ladies into the senior team and the under-20s and also doing better when it comes to future tournaments. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me once again.